in the community for quite a while. I'd say FFR Pro has been speedrunning the game slightly longer than Flag, but it took them a while to get into streaming, and I'd say they were both streaming Pokemon Puzzle League probably around the same time.
Yeah, I want to say that's fairly accurate.
But yeah, as I mentioned earlier, I think these guys might be right next to each other on the leaderboard. I think FFR might be third and Flag is fifth. Funny enough, matching their seed numbers, it's not like that for everybody. Even though I was second seed for this tournament as well, and I had the second best time. But for instance, Cards is number 1 seed, but has the 4th best time for S-Hard. But I guess it's all based on performance. S-Hard can be a little bit of an RNG category, as you will see here. Both these runners, the big thing you're going to be seeing here is if you don't know anything about the game, this game is basically revolved around matching 3 blocks in a row. And when you do more than 3 in a row or link your clears together, you can do chains and combos. So you're going to be sending as much garbage as you can to the opponent, because that's what the chains and combos do. And once the opponent tops out, they have like a little bit of time to react, which is called stop time. And then if they don't find a clear within that time, that's how they lose.
Alright, and it looks like Flag already off onto a good start here. He managed to get past Gary the first stage, while FFR did have to reset there. One of the things that you'll actually be noticing that they try to do is something called quick kill. And that's when they send when they do a match 4, it creates that little strip of garbage that you see on the opponent's side. In Flag's case, it looks like he did it too late in his chain because it ended up on the top. But on FFR side, you see it perfectly. What you want is that garbage to fall down lower, and it occupies the opponent enough that hopefully they waste all their blocks and panels on clearing that little piece of garbage instead of realizing that there's a lot more above. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It comes down to a lot of finesse and timing on when you do it. So
yeah, as you can see, even the beginning game is a little bit of a struggle too. And this is completely normal. And actually, I'd like to lean more towards the fact that the beginning game is actually the hardest part of the run. It's kind of weird to say, but like the beginning AI have pretty fast movements, but sometimes they'll just drop chains, which is bad because you want them to try to get rid of as much of their blocks as they can. And then typically towards the end game is where you see that like godlike movement from the AI, and they're more likely to get rid of most of their blocks. But you'll be basically seeing, you'll see kills like that, which are kind of unordinary if runners reset a lot. We call that a force kill. It's where the opponent has absolutely no moves left to make. And that's one of the variants of kills, as FFR just got on his side too with that force kill. The opponent didn't have any more clears. But the quick kill, as Aries mentioned, is where the opponent might have some places to look, but they're focusing on that lower garbage block, and so that there's just no more moves left for them, and then they just end up dying.
And one of the things that the runners also have to make sure to keep track of is actually how many panels they have on their own side. They don't want to accidentally get in a force kill themselves, or they cleared too much and didn't realize how much garbage they have on top and don't have any way of saving themselves. It does happen from time to time. It happens when you get in a tunnel vision kind of deal, so.
Yeah, it's a very reactive game. Like, I know a lot of people will criticize this game due to its RNG, but I mean, the people who are at the top of the leaderboards deserved it. They know they are generally better than the rest of the people who play. I mean, most of the time when we've actually had in-person versus tournaments, it's the same people who are cranking out good times. And it's, you know, it's a lot of smarts, it's a lot of skill. It is RNG as well, I will not deny that fact, but these runners will usually get pretty consistent times because they're not only good at the game, but they'll be watching their AI's screen very, very well, and they'll know when to reset, when to drop their garbage that they're sending.
Yeah, it's just a lot of it's been ingrained in them. They have all these tells that they know when and where things will happen. So Looks like Flag is still ahead though on stage 3, but the thing with this game is that it's going to be anybody's game up until around the second half, where if there is a gap, the gap kind of stays larger and tends to grow more often. But even then, the game really isn't over until it actually is completed, because the final stage there is no resets on. If you lose, you go back to the second last stage. So if any mishaps there happen, it's a lot of time wasted. And there's no reset strats on the final stage as well, because it'll bump you back to the second last stage. So the final stretch is really where a lot of catch up can happen.
I think this is just a really neat run in general too, because we do have the double 4 combo strat, which is the pride and joy for us. But runners really have flexibility to play around with whatever they think is best. Like, for instance, we mentioned resets are pretty common, and as we've seen with FFR, he's pretty heavy on him. If he doesn't get the kill right at the very beginning, and I'm going to interrupt myself, this is a very good example of the quick kill. As you can see, he had 3 greens still left on his right side on Brock's playing field, but he was too focused on the garbage block at the very left, so he ended up dying.
Yeah, it looks like Flag also gets a clear there, going on to stage 5. Right now we have the so-called patented 2-stage lead.
Yeah, that'll be pretty common. You might see that lead go back and forth. I think it might have been the last race where we had a 5-stage lead turn into like a 2-stage lead for the other person in the same race. And there's only 16 total, so it's like pretty funny seeing how drastic the lead can change at any moment.
Wow, and this is what we're talking about. That lead can just shrink so much. FFR just got a quick kill there, 23 seconds. Already down to 1-stage lead. If, for example, Flag takes about maybe another 45 seconds, they could be tied in theory. Not that that's going to happen, because he just cleared at 27 seconds, but they're very close right now, and it's really hard to say who can take anything at this point.
And going back to a previous thought when I was mentioning the different way people are going to approach this game, FFR is pretty reset heavy from what I know. And Flag, at least towards the beginning game, he likes to test out the stages a little bit. You'll see him reset more often, but we've seen a couple rounds already from him going over a minute. And that's completely normal, because sometimes these AIs just get into a really bad spot, and as long as you have them topped off, which that should never be a problem for these guys if they're going into a match that long, they're going to be able to get that kill. And he's on the comeback train right now. Another pretty good kill there. Heading into Erica, just a stage down right now.
Yeah, and looks like on Flag's side, the opponent's still getting the clears. Has a heart set up right there, so... Actually, I've realized this is one of the few times where both players in the match have the basic set of panels. Normally it'll be a mixed match between these basic style ones and the Pokemon style ones, which is little graphics of the gym icons.
And realistically, these are better, especially for my co-commentator who it does have a little bit of color blindness. And the shapes for the gym badges aren't the greatest, so a lot of people will use the original blocks just due to that fact, or they grew up playing Tetris Attack or Panel to Pawn, and they'll use it for that reason.
Yeah, the basic blocks stand out a lot more than the Pokemon ones. They have a bit of a blending in going in with them, so it's a lot of just very similar shades, while these basic ones are like, bam, basic color on a shape behind another basic color, so...
Me personally, I grew up with Puzzle League in general for the series, so I've always used those gym badges.
Never had a Super Nintendo, but I still prefer these basic blocks. Which is really weird, because I didn't earlier when I first got Pokemon Puzzle League, like, way back when.
I had a Super Nintendo, I guess we never owned Tetris Attack. I think we had one puzzle game on the SNES, and it was Kirby's Avalanche. Pretty good game as well.
Nah, I just had like a stack of like 4 NES. Those are the days. It breaks, you just buy a new one.
So we were talking about lead changes earlier, and we do officially have our first lead change of the match, even though they're basically both on the same stage. But FFR Pro a little bit later into this match right now, and he almost had a really good quick kill set up there. It might end up working out. He didn't find the reds,
Yeah.
but oh, he
Not
barely
gets the
didn't send
green.
enough there. That's unfortunate. And that'll happen. That's a really hard situation, actually, because Koga did do a really quick chain on his side, so it's hard to send that much garbage that soon into a match. But because of that, Flag's going to be ending up getting the force kill on his side, and he's going to retain that lead that he had. And FFR Pro almost tried to break out with that little bit of a lead, but he's going to be stuck a stage down.
Yeah, I feel like they're going to be neck and neck quite a bit during this match, so
this is one match I was looking forward to quite a bit, though, because out of all the race times I have been seeing for both the runners, these guys are fairly consistent in races, and Flag himself likes to brag about his consistent sub-30s. They haven't been showing up in tournaments, so I'll put them on blast again for that, but I have witnessed it just in RTA settings of him playing on a stream, or even SRL races. The man gets some pretty consistent times.
you should like contact the FTC for false advertising.
Oh, and he's got a really good setup. He's looking to extend this lead a lot more.
If you notice, the AI kind of did this thing where it was looking up and down and up and down. It's just the way that they're programmed, but that's why the quick kill strategy works so well, because you're occupying them down there when they want to look up there, but because the garbage is so low, they don't look any higher during their kind of up-down scanning.
Man,
At least is the theory.
FFR Pro, on his latest attempt on Koga, I don't know if you saw it, he had 5-4 combo garbage blocks at the bottom, which, if you get the quick kill, it doesn't matter at all. But if they do make the clear, there are a couple moments you can still get the kill. But if you send that many 4 combo blocks, that gives the opponent so many more blocks to work with if they do clear those. And it can end up hurting you at the end. But in this case right here, he's going to most likely end up getting the quick kill. Yeah, he's going to get it at 25.
Like he has it. Yeah, the thing is, these players they're definitely capable of sending very large chains of garbage, but in reality, it just ends up being very detrimental if they send too large of an amount. It comes back down to playing with a bit of finesse. You need to know when to cut off your chains. Because it also has to do with the timing of the garbage as well. If you send it too early or too late, the opponent's going to get clear that garbage that you just sent. But if you send it at the right moment, they're trying to get up and clear it. They run out of time. You're good to go.
Man, Blaine's just chaining away over on Flag's side. I saw a 3 times lag chain. And lag chains are when you do chains kind of like at the same time, but with a little bit different timings, so they count as separate chains. And that's pretty optimal if you want to send like a really quick big garbage block. And you don't see it too much from the AI, but they'll get like some pretty funny ones every once in a while. This could be good on Flag's side. Yeah, he's getting rid of all the bottom blocks here, and he's going to be finishing with a 154. Extending
Back to this
lead.
2-stage lead.
Yeah, I didn't even notice FFR finished, shoot, who's before this Koga? Sometimes I forget my gym leaders, despite me investing so much time into this game.
Yeah, that's why I never mention the gym leaders by name. I did that mistake once. Didn't work out too well.
It doesn't help that the order of, like, the stages isn't exactly correct to standard. Like, you'd figure it'd be all the gym leaders and then all the Elite Four, and it's almost that you get all the gym leaders with some random battles in between, and they cut off most of the Elite Four, which is a shame because you could get rid of stupid fights like Tracy here and Richie and throw in like a Agatha and Lance. I think everybody would love that.
Oh yeah.
Because let's be honest, nobody liked Tracy. No one likes him in the speedrunning community because he ruins your run like he's doing a flag right now. And no one liked him in the anime, let's be honest.
Yeah, now would be a perfect time for chat to put some Troll C emotes in.
Get to listen to old Venonat right here, too. Let's hope we keep hearing his voice, though. Because that means we're going to be seeing a pretty shortage of blocks. This flag... Oh, he was one line short. He didn't think Tracy was going to raise a stack that quickly, so unfortunately, he ends up paying the price for it, and we might see a reset from him here. I don't know. Here's his another chance on Tracy's side. This could be good, but he's got the reds lined up. Yeah, immediate reset even before the clear. But so far isn't hurting him too bad unless... Oh, he's going to get the chain right at the bottom there. That's so unlucky. But, oh, he's going to have the reds as they drop too. This is, yeah, a pretty unlucky stage for FFRPro here.
Yep. Even if he didn't, if the opponent was quick enough, they could have gotten the second tier puzzles, which is just exactly what it is. There's the panels, the garbage, and then a second tier of panels. So...
Yeah, there's a bunch of trolly things the opponents can do to you. They can do the second tier, like Aries mentioned. They can do, like, just last couple panels left on their screen and get it clear. And sometimes they ignore the rules of a quick kill, and they'll clear the above garbage block. You never know. It looks like FFR is going to... Oh, I thought he was going to rebound pretty nicely, but they find the yellows again. Only the blues will save the opponent, and of course they find them there. And the yellows. Dude, Sabrina is not being nice right now. Oh, she had the chain up top too. That's crazy.
Yeah, even if FFR had pinned her with more garbage, it just wouldn't have mattered. There was clears going on there, and he resets.
I don't blame him there. Sabrina needs to, like, just calm down a little bit. She's just finding these miraculous clears when only one move will bail her out, and she finds that move.
Flag is still going on Tracy here. Tracy getting the 9 chain, 10 chain, because he has nothing better to do.
And this was a good move not to reset. It's probably not going to pay off for flag, but I like that because he noticed Tracy was low on blocks, and he was going for all those different kinds of chains. Are you serious again on Sabrina's side, dude?
Yeah.
Oh, no. And she's got the reds. Dude, Sabrina is trolling. Does she have a match right now? I think she has the purples. Yeah.
Matches, yeah. But there's no more matches now, except for second tier. Nope, stars.
Yeah, the yellows fell into place there. And then the greens are going to fall into place right now. Man!
Flag finally getting over Tracy. Going on to stage 10.
Yeah, both were kind of just stuck on both those stages. FFR continuing to struggle, but it's good to see Flag at least get past Tracy, and I think this is the stage of Flag's game where he excels pretty well. And we'll see if FFR can finally get a pretty lucky pattern from Sabrina here at the end. She's dealing with some high single stacks on each time. This could be ideal. We'll see. And she's got another chain starting right now. This could be something. Those yellows are scaring me, though. But is this final? Yes, it's finally going to be good for him.
Going on. Flag, no luck on his side. Rocket got the hearts, so there's a reset.
I see a glitch talk in the chat. Did we miss Infinite Scroll glitch somehow while paying attention to Sabrina? I think I swear it's happened during 3 matches I've commentated, and I was too busy focused on the other screen that I've missed it.
I didn't even notice either, so...
Because, I mean, it's pretty easy to tell most of the time, but in a race setting, especially since these runners have seen it several times,
they'll reset so quickly.
Yeah, they'll instant reset, and you might just miss it. Oh, there was no glitch. All right, cool. We're off the hook.
My eyesight's failing, but it's not failing that badly. Gotcha.
So keep an eye out for it, as they have been talking about in chat. It's a pretty weird glitch that you'll have to reset for sure on it, but if you manage to keep playing with it, you won't be able to make any more clears, and the game just goes on forever.
Alright, flag resetting on Rocket. FFR trying to see if he can get something on Blaine here.
Ooh, that was a nice little trick there. He got that block as it was falling. I'm not sure how frame perfect that is, but it's not an easy trick to do.
Alright.
Unfortunately, we're probably going to see an instant reset from FFR here pretty soon, unless he can get the kill, but he's got so much garbage blocks. Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Saw the stars.
Well, this could be the start of something on Flag's side. Rocket just might run out of stop time. No, finds the purples. That was an interesting case where stop time will increase when you do chains and combos, but if you just do regular clears, it'll stay at whatever that imaginary time is. And, oh, they find the yellows. Sometimes they'll drop the top block and not that middle block there. So I think you'll be able to get the kill unless they look at second tier, which shouldn't have opened my mouth, dude.
Right as you said it, the commentator's curse continues.
Oh, man.
Although on FFR's side, if he can... Oh, this might be really good for him.
All right, cool. No second tier this time.
I think that's it.
Yep.
FFR's on to the next one.
Nice. The runners finishing at about the same time. Unfortunately, FFR still... It's been about a 2-stage lead this whole race, which isn't too bad. Like, as long as you can keep it within, like, 1, 2, or even 3 towards the late game, there's always comeback potential. So, with, what is that, 6 stages still left to finish on Flag's side, FFR's got plenty of time to come back.
Yeah, especially since the last stage has the potential of creating a very long gap for FFR to catch up, so... Well, Flag side looks like the opponent got the clear, same on FFR's. No quick kills for them.
Yeah, it looks
like they're gonna see what happens.
Unfortunately, on FFRpro's side, well, before I get into that, Flag's got the really good force kill here, and he's gonna extend his lead.
Yeah.
But
it's a good thing he waited it out.
FFR, I'm kind of curious. It looks like his plan's just to send as much garbage as possible. Sometimes he does get the proper double 4 combo set up, but I think just sending a little bit too much combo garbage is biting him in the end right now, because he's got just a lot at the very bottom of his stack, and all that's gonna clear. He did a good job this time with just the double 4 combos being present, but Tracy didn't pay him any favors either. So it's like he's either, you know, not doing the most optimal setup, or he's getting a little bit unlucky. And man, Tracy just found that yellow clear right at the last second.
Oh, and clears on FFRs. They're getting really low before they do it. Like, basically, it's the last possible thing that they can do is clear that garbage for the AIs.
Flag's gonna go with this non-reset, and it looks like it might pay off, as the AI just had a 9 combo, getting rid of a lot of blocks, but he's got to get pretty lucky with the pattern that pops up here. Another 6 combo, but found the clear earlier. I'm going to anticipate a reset from Flag coming up here pretty soon.
Yep. He's also pretty low on blocks himself. He has to keep, make sure he gets the right clears, or it would not be good. And there's a reset.
I'm ready. Are you?
All right, we got Tracy doing a pretty good chain on FFR's side right now. Is he going to get lucky enough? He has the proper setup. I don't see any immediate clears on the left. The yellow is going to fall into place, but he doesn't see it, and FFR will finish this at 29 seconds.
On to stage 10.
That's good.
Oh, that instant clear of the garbage right there. That was just... I don't even think the AI was wanting to happen.
What a kill. That's an instance of the AI running out of stop time. Richie had so many blocks, but was at the bottom of the screen, tried to get to the top. And sometimes you just run out of time, and we'll take those kills any day.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna take you down.
Oh, this is looking good on FFR's side. Nice. He's getting some momentum rolling right now with another quick kill back-to-back after Tracy. So still 2 stages down like we mentioned, but if he keeps up these quick kills, he's going to be catching up in no time. Lorelai doing a lot of chaining herself, though, so I could see a quick kill on Flag's side, maybe. Oh, yeah, she expended the blues right there. And so, yeah, Flag with a quick kill himself there.
Yeah, we don't fully understand the AI as well as we'd probably like, but we can definitely know that they're not very bright at times.
Oh, man, I see this scenario happen at least during one race. So, unfortunately for FFR's side, when that combo garbage dropped at the very bottom there, that's the only time the AI is not going to prioritize it because there are no blocks underneath it. So, unfortunately, they'll just go to the rest of their stack and try to find clears there, and eventually it almost always leads to a reset. Let's see, Flag. Let's see if you can get lucky. The greens just dropped down a little bit.
Nope, got the stars. Reset.
I am actually surprised a little bit, though it's probably going to be smart in the end. But man, as soon as those yellows cleared, he was like instant reset.
Yeah, he was just anticipating that one.
Alright, I think FFR might be able to get it this time unless he miraculously clears the greens, which he won't. Alright, FFR trying to catch back up, but every time we've seen FFR complete something, it seems like Flag's just came back even harder, and it looked like this might be the same thing here. He extended out his chain as much as he could, but actually it's not going to pay off too much. So this is a little bit of a break for FFR. Let's see what he can do with Richie.
Oh, what did that's what I was talking about really early there. Flag just happened to do a misdrop on one of his panels there and had to reset because he was actually just force killed right there.
Oh, this is looking good.
Panels, you gotta be careful.
This is looking good for FFR. If Bruno drops that left stack, found the purples, but the second chance here, can he get something going? Oh, the reds as well.
It was close.
Well, he's probably going to have greens lined. Oh, immediately. I was like, well, maybe if he clears his greens improperly, he can find something. But he literally just dropped it down and immediately got the clear.
I do see in chat that somebody asked, why is this version played over Tetris Attack? In this circumstance, the difficulty in this game is just so much harder. It provides the runners a bigger, better challenge when they're at this skill rank, because when they play very hard on Tetris Attack, you can beat it in under 15 minutes, I do believe. So, and that's fairly consistently. It's a much easier game in general, especially since a lot of slowdown happens in it.
In terms of a speed run, both of them are pretty evenly played. I think Puzzle League has slightly more players, but I'd say mostly the purpose for this tournament was we had a Tetris Attack one last year, so we're just switching it off and giving this one a little bit of giving Tetris Attack a little bit of a break. But if you want to talk in terms of competitive for actual versus, I think Puzzle League is highly preferred over Tetris Attack, mostly due to the in-game lag that game has, because with enough garbage that is on the screen in Tetris Attack, the game is just really, really unplayable. And you'll see high-level matches at level 10, which is the max, go and max out the timer.
Okay, it looks like Flag is on to Gary here. This is the second last stage.
And
this is where FFR has to hope that Flag's going to make most of his mistakes at this point.
Yeah, we got the final stretch right here. You can consider this the last chance to reset, like we did mention earlier. Mewtwo being the final boss, he's like, you know what? You got to beat me in one try, or else I'm just going to send you back, and you got to try to beat annoying Gary again. So Flag delayed that chain out super long. We'll see if this pays off in a second. Gary doesn't have the best block setups, and he's looking for some really quick clears. Oh, that was super fortunate with the greens, but unfortunately had the blues lined up afterward. I can almost guarantee he's going to reset if the clear happens here. That is a huge garbage block, and it's going to waste a ton of time. But he could prove me wrong. I don't know. No, yeah, that's what I thought.
There's the reset, yep.
I'm like, man, he could have gotten the kill after that garbage block, but I swear once it's all gone, it probably would have been 30 to 40 seconds later. That's how big it actually was. And FFR has just been struggling a lot in this mid game right now. He hasn't really found his opportunity to catch back up. And Flag could have had a pretty good setup here. He kind of dropped his chain a little bit early and didn't send the immediate follow-up afterward. And I could probably see another reset happening here. It just depends what kind of follow-up he sent before this, or above this garbage. Because unlike last round, this one will clear pretty quickly. And like I suspect, he had that double 4 combo up top, so this could maybe end up being good for him.
FFR did move on to stage 13 Lorelei here, so he is shrinking down the gap. We'll see if he can shrink it anymore in a quickly, timely manner.
All right, he better shrink it soon though, because Flag is going to be moving on to the final stage here. And, I mean, if Mewtwo does troll you, you'll be in for a very long match. So that's the only good thing that can be on FFR's side. But he needs to finish out Lorelei really, really soon, because he's got 4 more matches to do.
Oh, that's it. That's a force. 35 seconds in.
All right, good for FFR. And Flag extending out his chain as Mewtwo didn't do too much and still isn't doing that much. This is not a good situation for Flag. This is what FFR needs right now. Oh, but he extended it so long that Mewtwo is just now doing the chain, and this could be it if he finds nothing on that right side. There are blues and greens and yellows to get it. All right, does he have an immediate clear here? I think he's got greens. Yeah. Oh, he's not going to find them, though, but the yellows fall in place, too. I was like, man, this could have been it right there. But hey, a good setup looking on FFR's side. He needs this right now, and this could be a race coming into it.
I think that's it.
Oh, wow.
He is just plowing right now. Left and right, shoving everything to the side.
Okay, Mewtwo's got second tier, and I think he's gonna he's gonna need to do it, as I mentioned. And that he does, so this is gonna be going on a little bit longer. Oh, I want to see a quick kill from FFR right now, and we're going to be just first kill will decide it here on Mewtwo. I'm super excited.
Oh, what does Mewtwo have? Do it? Nothing.
Yeah, that's going to be it. Flag killing Mewtwo relatively quickly for not getting a quick kill right at the beginning, so Flag playing well. He's going to get that first win, and luckily it's a best 2 out of 3, so FFR still can make the comeback.
Yeah, as we saw, it doesn't take much to try to close the gap here, so with that, FFR is now on Mewtwo, and that's not that large of a lead, all things considering, especially if FFR gets a quick kill here. So the match is a best of 3 for those wondering. So we have the nice little Pokeballs up above the game feeds. They light up and spin when we give them a point.
Man, and this is super unfortunate for FFR. He just stormed back at the end. He's actually not going to finish too far behind of a flag here. But yeah, those last 3 to 4 stages, FFR playing good. So maybe he'll carry this momentum into the next game here. Because that's what I like to see with that late game, man. That's like super good if you're on world record pace, man.
Yeah, all things considering, he only ended slightly over a minute in comparison to flags. That's a really close race. Just with all the time that he caught up there.
I will point out what people mentioned in chat. Flag saying sub 30 is free. Still no sub 30 present in this tournament for him. But he did win that first round, so even without a sub 30, it was good enough to move ahead. So props to him. So we had a little short break, a little quick bathroom break by one of the competitors, but I think they're just about ready to go for the second game. So I liked what I saw from both of them. Both of them were pretty good with their timing. Flag was doing really, really well with extending it to the very last second possible. And if he can keep doing that, man, he's going to roll away with this next game. And FFR, if he can continue that momentum he had from the last match, he should be doing well. I just want to see probably a little bit less combos from him in the middle of his chain, because that seemed to hurt him on second chance opportunities quite a bit.
Yeah, he just needs to keep his momentum going, but slow down his shrink down his throughput there a little bit.
Well, that's a good start for him right there. 13 seconds. You can't get much quicker than that.
Really good start.
I would like to point out, too, we probably didn't see this specifically, but I'm sure you guys seen it in chat. FFRPro has some of the quickest cursor movement I've ever seen someone play. Probably only one person I've seen faster than him. Shoutouts to Blinzer, who both of these guys are really, really good at other categories in this game, which are including spa service, which is a line clear mode, and then just marathon points attack, and both of them do really well at that. Flag pretty fast as well, not to be outdone by both of them, but sometimes that fast cursor speed comes in handy, as it is for FFR right now. 2 sub 20-second times. That's 5 quick kills in a row, I'm pretty sure, coming off of a last race.
Yeah. This is crazy. This flag is still on stage 1. Finally onto stage 2. But FFR is just crazy right now.
He drops his chain a little bit earlier there, has a nice follow-up, and it's working out well for him as Misty's looking like she's going to go to town right now. Keep extending this, and everything's just lining up. We could see another chain. Yes, this is going to be really good for FFR unless those blues clear, which, why'd I open my mouth?
But Misty kind of ignoring that all. And yeah, for whatever reason decided to just ignore the fact that they had to clear for that top garbage.
Oh man, Flag got Brock down so low, but unfortunately he just cleared the rest of his garbage at the very bottom. dude. Good old AI. Sometimes you just gotta laugh at that. It's like
That's
he saw that clear in his head, and then the block was there, and he's like, "Oh, well, I give up. I can't just move the 2 top blocks to the right, dude."
that's just such a derp moment. I love it.
Oh, that's why you gotta love this game. That's the AI's weakness at the best. And holy crap, FFR is still
Again.
cruising, man.
If somebody wants to clip that derp moment, I will be like very appreciative.
Holy moly, like I'm pretty sure like stage 3 went on a little bit long, but I think it was still considered a quick kill. So that's 7 stages in a row from last race. FFR is a madman.
Are you ready?
He almost could have got another one right there, but it's like looking not too good for him right now, as Erica's gonna have quite a few blocks on her screen.
Yeah, it's a very high stack.
As much as he's trying to extend this out, it's not gonna help too much unless she's finding some stuff, but I don't think this is gonna work out. I could be wrong though.
Well, there goes the small garbage yet and the reset.
Dang, the streak is over, but that was pretty impressive, and not to ruin anything from this pace either. Like, he's still 2 stages ahead. You could say world record pace. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell just based on splits because anything can always happen. But just for
You know what?
reference, the world record for this game is 17:04, and I know we saw both these runners get 30-minute times, but that's not bad by any means, just due to the variance of this game.
I'm going to pull my little Bob Ross moment here, and I'm going to say that every run is the world record pace when you first started out.
That's true. Even if you get like a 4-minute Gary, you're still world record pace. You just gotta play perfect, but
Yeah,
just happy little world records, right?
exactly. Just, you know, clear up some happy world records.
You know, Flag's quietly been sticking with him though. Like he dropped that chain at a very appropriate time, and even though Surge cleared the top, he could have something set up at the bottom here. He's low on stop time, so maybe we can see something.
Oh, there's the clear on Flag side.
He shifted those purples over very creatively. Surge did. He like avoided the clear at the bottom and got the one to touch the garbage block. Usually don't see AI make too smart of plays as we saw a couple stages ago. That is true. Good point out by the puzzle master and chat, Cards of the Heart himself. Montucky has been known, the current world record holder for this game, he's been known to have some runs that he hasn't recorded, including a 15-minute time off camera, which I definitely believe because this guy's gotten sub 20 so many times. So the potential to lower the time even more is there. Like if Monty can get 15-minute times off stream.
Ooh, that was really close on Flag side. He misstepped a bit there and didn't drag the circle along the way to the edge. If he had just a little bit less stop time, that would have been finito for him.
And that's something I hate to see, like I mentioned before in FFR side. I hope he does take the time to watch this afterward, because I think it's good because it guarantees the top out, but man, you can get so many quick kills off of second chance opportunities just after they clear those 2 garbage blocks. And he just sends so much garbage piled on top of each other at the beginning that can be all cleared with just, you know, 1 set of clears. That's kind of weird how I worded that, but just send a little bit less combos, and then he'll be getting, I think, a lot more quicker kills. But I think he's going to end up getting this kill, unless second tier. I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
Ah, no!
Damn, dude.
Dude, I always want to point it out because I don't think, you know, everyone in our audience can be able to look up that quickly and see it. But, man, I hate to see it when it happens.
You need to have a really good, just comfortable level of viewing the stack in this game to know exactly what's going on, so... Especially if you're colorblind.
Yeah, Surge is going to have all those purples lined up here. I can maybe see a reset from Flag soon. Though that was a really good situation, and he'll have the reds, but he's pretty low on blocks. Let's see what he's going to do.
Yeah, he got the diamonds.
Yeah, he's going to have clears lined up here, too. I think a reset's incoming on Flag's side, maybe. Could be wrong.
Yeah, there's clear on the hearts. And there's second tier as well.
Maybe Flag just likes to listen to the jolt jolt. The sound effects are something in this game. Especially,
good thing he stuck it out.
Yeah, it ended up working out for him. I'm kind of surprised by that kill. I look back over and I'm like, oh, I did not expect that at all.
Yeah, it was just completely random. And FFR not letting the lead get that close, jumping ahead here.
Nice. Now it's kind of just the opposite of last game. We might see that two-stage theme for the rest of this match just in FFR's favor. Yeah, hopefully we're graced by the presence of a Cloister on Flag's side later. I'm not sure who he had on Lorelei last time, but Cloister is a lot of people's favorite sound effect in this game.
Yeah, when there's so many different Pokemon and sound effects, you're gonna like one of them, ideally. And then probably hate all the rest of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, you'll like one and then you'll want to kill yourself when you hear the rest of them.
Alright, and Flag is shrinking the gap again. On to Koga here.
Flag trying to prove me wrong with shortening this lead and not maintaining the two-stage tradition right now. But FFR's got a pretty good setup on his side. Sabrina's going to be continuing to chain. Oh, and this is ideal if he drops this, which he did. This is 100% guaranteed. Maybe not.
No, it was not 100%.
No. Hold on. It'll prove me right when this drops. You ready? 100%. Don't prove me wrong, game. That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's the cursor just shot up there from what I saw in the screen share here. You're just like, nope. Yeah, watching on the instant replay here on the Twitch feed, yeah.
So that was super fortunate for FFR because Flag did manage to get a quick kill of his own on Koga there. So he's looking to get this lead back that he had in the last game and just close this out at a 2-0. And he might get the quick kill here, but he was one line short. Common theme.
That's why the one more line FFZ emote exists. And yeah, looks like FFR got the quick kill there at 25 seconds. He is jumping to. I think he's listening. He's trying to keep that two-stage lead.
That's what I like to see because I think definitely us and the people watching want to see this go to a game 3. So I never like to try to have bias when racing, but I'm all for Team FFRPro this round.
Yeah, I definitely like when it goes down to that match 3 game. Because it's a match 3 game.
But it seems like both of them are listening too. Because Flag's like, I'll let it be close a little bit, but, you know, 2 stages is too much. I'll give him that 1 stage, but I'll eventually win this race.
Looks like that star did not clear, but the AI got the circles, and they have the diamond set up. So we'll see if FFR does decide to reset or not, and he does.
Oh man, Flag with just the solo 4 combo and got that garbage off at the very last second to get the quick kill at 16. So we are tied right now.
Let's get going.
Yeah, we'll see who will be the first to exit this kind of bump up in skill. Because at this point in the game, you slightly do need to kind of shift up your strategies because the AI kind of spikes a bit in difficulty here. So
to comment on something in chat, I believe this game maybe came out after Orange Island. I'm not too sure, but I can tell you it came out after Gen 2 of Pokemon on the Game Boy series, because funny enough, there's a counterpart to this game on the Game Boy Color called Pokemon Puzzle Challenge, and Puzzle League only came out in the US, whereas Puzzle Challenge came out in the US and Japan, and Puzzle Challenge came out before this game. And it's funny because that's focused around Gen 2, and then you have this game come out a month later that's focused on Gen 1 only.
Yeah, if as far as we're aware, this game here is just Nintendo had a Panel de Pon on the N64, which is the Japanese version of Tetris Attack. It's the same game, just with fairies, and they scrapped it. So they gave it to the company that made this, and they turned it into Pokemon Puzzle League. And the kind of ongoing theory is that Nintendo later took those scraps and then made the GameCube version out of it. So whether that's all true or just fan theory or conjecture is to be determined, but...
And I could be wrong on this fact, I had to look it up, but I believe to this day this is the only Pokemon game to only be released in the US and not Japan.
Yes, I think you are correct.
Which, I mean, I guess it's technically not a Pokemon game, but whatever. Spin-offs always count towards the main game, in my opinion, even if it has nothing to do with the mechanics of the original.
Yeah. Alright, looks like FFR got... Nope, second here. It was very close, though, for him. Flag's still on this this specific match here, going over 2 minutes. I think he's just hoping that it's gonna work out. He has a gut feeling.
Man, good old Tracy likes to ruin a bunch of runs. FFR had a 2-stage lead until he got to Tracy, and then when Flag got to Tracy, it looks like FFR might get that 2-stage lead back. Dude, look at this insane cursor speed on Rocket's side to get those chains. Those are actually pretty nuts. FFR with a really nice quick kill, though.
There it is. We have that 2-stage lead. And Flag is over 3 minutes now. That's there's the reset. I was gonna say that's a very long match to not reset in.
I guess that must have been the breaking point for him. Once you get past 3 minutes, it kind of is like it's gonna feel like it goes on forever. And you know, that judgment call's sometimes tough to make. Sometimes when you reset, you could have had a match that ended 10 seconds later or 10 minutes later even. I mean, there's been several runners that have had times over like 15 minutes for a single stage. We like to call those the single stage world records, try to see who can get trolled the longest. There have been quite astonishing long times. A lot of 18-minute. I think there's a couple 20 minutes in the community.
Oh, is this, yeah, on Flag's side, they did not see the clear of the triangles.
Congratulations, you won!
Alright, so both of them over the bump in the road that is Tracy there. Are we going to see Flag maybe catch back up? No, probably not, because
Nope.
FFRPro gets that kill on Giovanni. Both the racers on pretty good pace right now. I'm not sure where the timers were at this point of the run last race, but it was probably well over 20 minutes. And these guys technically still on pace for sub 20. Maybe FFR, maybe not flagalstan, but FFR had to play really perfect to do so. But he's well on pace for sub 30, and sub 30s are what you want to aim for in these races.
Oh, Flag might be getting... yep, the AI just kind of did a blunt... Oh, wait, no, yeah.
Yeah, he's going to get
Done.
the force kill, and then FFR... Oh, he barely got that combo garbage off. Thank you. Or else
He's just keeping that 2-stage lead there.
that could have been super unfortunate if he didn't. But yeah, 2-stage lead like Aries mentioned, and really good pace right now. Like, FFR stepped up this run so much compared to the last race. Dude, sometimes I just love listening to the chains go over and over. Flag's gonna have a pretty good setup if he sends enough. I think he still has the second chance here, but oh, Geo somehow just found that chain right at the end. But it doesn't matter. Flag's gonna get that quick kill here, and he still keeps himself in the race, only down by 1 stage right now.
FFR is just starting Lorelei again. We'll see if he keeps the stage clear lead or what's gonna happen. He
Dang.
does have the infamous cloister now, though.
Yeah, and unfortunately we got Flag's audio only for today, so we won't get to hear that beautiful cloister sound effect. But maybe on Flag's side when he gets there. Or should I say if he gets there? You never know with Richie, dude. He can troll until the very end of the race.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this, sometimes the way this game is, there's a lot of salt that can be generated in the community.
Oh my.
And by a lot, I mean you could probably, like, supply a whole restaurant for a lifetime.
Well put there. Is this going to be it? He's blowing through a lot of clears. He could have the blues lined up, which it looks like he will.
Oh.
But this still is a not bad situation for Flag. Because, yeah, the AI is not going to have any clears once this drops. There's 3 reds and 3 yellows, but they won't be lined up to do anything.
Yeah. That was just an intense clear from the AI side. Alright, and there is no more stage lead. We'll see who's going to break out ahead here now.
Dang, we got the dugong. So I think FFR is going to get the quick kill here. Oh, he had the vertical yellows. I didn't really see that coming. Super unfortunate. And like I mentioned several times before, all this combo garbage is going to hurt FFR in the end. So let's see if Flag can take a lead here. He's going to delay it a little bit longer, and Lorelei is going to be raising her stack. So this doesn't look like it's going to work out too well for Flag. Almost had the quick kill set up, but she found that clear relatively quickly, and it looks like she's going to be trolling for a while. So, Flag, how about you do a reset for us so we can hear that cloister, my friend?
Much appreciated.
Oh, he listened. Dude, it's cloister. 100% guaranteed. When have I been wrong on the 100%? Ready? Oh! Let's go, dude.
Cloisters. Cloister.
All right. Well, we'll just shut up for a second. Let you guys listen to the beauty that is cloister. If she does chains, that is. Wow, come on, Lorelei, what are you doing? Not like this.
Apparently not much.
Oh my. Disappointing, dude. We wait all that time. And Lorelei's just like, oh, I'm not going to do anything. Still not doing anything. And we might see Flag reset, so we might miss our opportunity here.
Can't win them all.
Alright, we at least heard one third chain cloister there, so at least I'm somewhat satisfied. Still not satisfied that much.
Can't win them all.
And you don't need commentary for this part. You just sit back and listen to the cloister.
Yep.
Maybe Flag heard us. I don't know if he's watching the stream, but he's like, you know what? Maybe I'll extend this out a little bit and listen to the cloisters.
Just, you know, if there was a radio station that was only cloister, it would be the top in NA worldwide.
Could you imagine if there was just like a radio show and it was just like PPL sound effects the whole time?
Dude, cloister is universal.
And you get like a cloister doing like a mystery chain to the infinite, so it's just the cloister over and over again.
Dude, that's just like some ASMR right there.
Oh, we could only imagine. But back to Poliwhirl for us, which Poliwhirl, not to downplay the sound effect of Poliwhirl either. Poliwhirl's pretty good. I think Lorelei in general just has like all the best sound effects because Dugong's pretty good too.
Oh, what do we have? Yeah, we have it on FFR side. He's the first one to get out of the Lorelei stage here.
On Cloister too, would you look at that? But I think Flag's gonna get done right behind, so this is a super close race right now. FFR needs to maintain this lead though, or else we could see this match end right here and right now.
Yeah, Flag is just on his heels. He's not gonna let him. He's trying not to let him stay any more ahead.
Well, he's got a big chain. He can delay this for as long as he wants. He's probably going to want to drop it soon, which he does. Bruno going in. Doesn't have a lot of blocks on the left side. He's going to have that clear on the right side, though. Let's see what he can do here. He's finding clears. He's got blues lined up that are going to drop. Oh, this is going to be good. Flag exhausting all his options, too. But Bruno's got a lot of blocks here, so this could be what FFR needs. Though, I don't know, Bruno's going crazy on Flag's side, too.
Ooh,
did you just see that cursor movement? What was that?
This is intense. Gets the clear with the triangles. Sets up with the diamonds.
Dude, the AIs know what's on the line, too, and they're a little bit nervous, so Bruno is just shifting his cursor up and down.
It's just the whole, like, Wreck-It Ralph situation. The games are talking to each other.
Sometimes they feel like playing longer and giving an entertaining match, and they'll be like, you know what, I'll throw this one for you. Or sometimes they're like, dude, I got to go to this next Puzzle League game. This guy's doing some RTA attempts, and I got to give him good luck, so just let me get that 2-0 really quickly.
Oh, this might be good for FFR here. Nope, got the stars. Although it's still very low now. Got the hearts reset.
But this is a super good situation for Flag. I think he is going to end up getting this kill. He's only got the greens at the right, but due to our quick kill, Flag's going to take it. We're both on the final stretch with Gary. Only one more stage after this with Mewtwo, and resets are off the table. Oh, man.
This is a really close match.
Oh,
it's tough. Either Flag takes it all in a sweep, or FFR takes it, and we go to a match 3.
If you guys are watching in chat, who do you think has the edge? Do you want to see a game 3 with FFR Pro, or do you think Flag's just too strong to drop this and get the 2-0? Let us know. Oh, this is looking super good for Flag, though. He might retake the lead here if there's enough blocks. Oh, there wasn't, but oh no, there's another situation. I'm losing it right now, dude.
This AI, you know, he got the clear reset. That was so close, though. It's like, oh, are they gonna miss it? Oh, are they gonna miss it again?
It was like there's a one more line, but the quick kill was there again. But the AI found that clear of yellows and dropped it down even more, and that gives FFR hope right now. Holy moly, dude.
This is just, it's intense.
And FFR might have this. Did he send enough? Oh, dude, the AI dropped it last second. What is going on? Oh, the AI's defying the quick kill logic right now. They just want to extend this game. But
you cannot ask for a better match right now. This is like the most intense thing at the moment.
Flag's got the setup now, and he will take the lead. He's looking to end this right now, heading on to Mewtwo. FFR Pro needs to get this quick kill right now, or Flag could have the opportunity to win this match.
Yeah. It's, a
little bit of pause buffering there, too, for good luck. Oh, man, it's all eyes on Mewtwo.
Just imagine if he accidentally returned to select.
Oh, that would be super funny. Just go back to Gary. Mewtwo did a lot of chaining, but Flag's initial chain wasn't too good on his side, so this could be
he doesn't
what
have
FFR
many panels
needs
to work with.
Oh, FFR just got a super unusual kill there. The AI just ran out of stop time, and Oh,
Mewtwo's
man.
still going.
It's neck and neck right now. FFR probably in the advantage right now. If he can get a good quick kill setup, we could be seeing game 3.
This is literal neck and neck.
Oh man, Flag just didn't send enough garbage some of the times. And Mewtwo, is he gonna have a clear with the blues? Yes, he
yeah.
will. FFR still extending out chains on his side as well. Mewtwo's getting rid of his blocks though. This could be it for FFR. Who knows?
There's not much.
That's gonna be it. FFR takes it.
God!
Game 3, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, FFR just stole that race.
I'm going to win.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know what to say.
I'm going to win.
Holy. I'm speechless right there with you, Aries. My goodness. What a race. Flag had opportunities to kill Mewtwo too, and instead he's going to have to close it out in this third race. Holy crap. Good stuff to FFR, dude.
That was such a clutch finish.
I'm going to win.
Oh wow, this is what we expected from both of these guys too, as Flag's gonna end up continuing this run. Hopefully it doesn't troll him on too much longer. Maybe he can get his first sub 30. I'm actually kind of rooting that this just goes like just a minute longer to kill that sub 30. But wow, FFR with the strong finish just like his last run, man. He had a really good beginning game and a really good end game, and that's what made the difference this round. Oh,
We
wow.
have about 50 seconds for the sub 30 is free.
So we're gonna show brackets after this match, but I guess we should discuss.
Oh, no, I was
he
about
just
to say.
yeah, he just forfeit. I guess he just wants to move on, which is fair enough. Mewtwo's trolling, and maybe I have a theory. Flag's been listening to the cast because I feel like he's reacted to some of our stuff, and I think he might have reset due to maybe not being able to get sub 30. So I'll call him out. If he's not listening though, then he is probably just like
He doesn't have to
frustrated
listen.
and
Our
move on.
voices just transcend everything.
All right, and while I start this next race channel, oh man, this next race is going to be so awesome. Flag immediately entering as the race channel is created.
They're like wild. They just want to go.
Oh. Sub 30 is free, that's right. Flag still no proof on his tournament record here, but sometimes sub 30 is not going to be required. Oh, excuse me. Both of these guys are going to probably have really high nerves going into this match because this is everything here. You don't get another loss to try to come back. This is it. This is a spot for losers finals. So it's going to be who gets fourth at the end of the day and who still has a chance to take it all, because both of these guys can definitely make that losers bracket run.
All right, we start.
All right, now that we do have the game 3 going on, Aries, who do you think has the advantage here going into this game 3?
The actual advantage, it's hard to say. I honestly want to say that the previous two matches were just literal warm up for FFR. It seems that he wasn't really in his groove when we started off here, so with that cursor speed, it's really hard to kind of keep up. But like you've been mentioning, he has been throwing a bit too much at the AI, so. And Flag is just really consistent with just in general of everything that he's doing, his times and everything. So it's hard to pick who has the advantage, but assuming that FFR is all warmed up now and just blazing ready to go, I am going to give it to him.
Yeah, and I would be inclined to agree with you too. FFR, he is a very momentum-based person, actually. if he doesn't get himself down too much, like he didn't lose that race by a lot, the first one, and so I think that helped him keep a clear head, and now that he's won the second race, it's probably going to benefit him. But I will say one thing, Flag seems to always have a pretty good mindset. Like, he quit out of that stage, but he wanted to immediately jump into this next race because he was like, he was shaking that off, and he's like, you know what, I still got another chance. And I don't know him as the person to tilt pretty easily. So, you know what? I'm going to give the advantage to Flag because we haven't seen too many upsets in the tournament. And I would consider this a pretty big upset if Flag does manage to take this.
Yeah, if Flag does take this, that will be really awesome. Because I don't think he's definitely a really good player, but I don't know if he's the name everybody had at the very top of their list for taking it all.
Both of them dear friends of mine, though, so I'm going to cheer for both regardless. But it looks like FFR is going to need that cheering just a little bit more as Flag's going to be on the stage 3 right now. 2 pretty decent kills and that quick kill coming off the Brock there.
But as we've seen, FFR can and does shoot right back with quite a just massive amount of quick kills, so just gonna see how this all plays out here. They'll probably both get stuck on Tracy again, and I think that's when we're really gonna see things happen.
Oh man, look at that textbook again, just with that one solo block on the right side. And this is looking very reminiscent of the first race right now. Flag just pulling off to a great lead, and Gary doing what he does best, whether it's at stage 1 or stage 15. He likes to ruin your runs. Wow, did you see that 7 combo FFR did? That was a super interesting one. It formed like the shape of an eye. You hardly don't ever see combos happen like that. Wow, is Flag gonna get another one? Dude, this guy is just going off this round.
Seconds. Wow.
Holy. Well, like I mentioned, Flag is not the person who tilts. He's like, let's just get this next game over with, and man, it must have like lit a fire in his soul or something, because he is just going for it right now. And he's got another decent setup with the Erica here. She drops her chain a little bit early, but Flag adjusted pretty well to drop something. But it looks like he might not have the most amount of garbage. He's going to need to make a major adjustment. As, yeah, the one more line comes up. If he drops it now, oh, he could have had a chance. He's got another chance here if he drops it. Oh, but unfortunately.
No, got it with the circles.
That was like 2 one more line scenarios, I'm pretty sure. But I don't blame Flag because he was behind garbage as it was. So he kind of had to go just a little bit farther. But I think he might have been able to get the kill. I'm not too sure.
No. Close for FFR, but that is going to be another reset. Still on that stage 1.
And I will stress this as I do every run. Despite Flag being up by 4 stages, this lead is not safe by any means, and it's better for it to be at the beginning because we've seen FFR go on his runs too. And who knows, he could have a 4-stage lead during the same race later on, just depending on how things go. But man, Flag's just looking super good right now. Opting not to reset on Erica immediately here, and it might pay off for him as it does.
Yeah, looks like it does.
FFR can get lucky if Gary doesn't find a chain. Oh, he almost got the stop time kill, but Gary immediately finding that 4 combo clear. And man, this is brutal to watch for FFR after that close race. But if there's someone who can bounce back, I definitely think it's him.
Yeah, I think FFR's just... He was in the groove and he kind of stepped out of it a little bit, but he just has to jump right back in, and I feel like this gap is going to shrink a lot.
And here's probably going to come another quick kill right here. If Flag sent enough, which he did. Wow, this is actually nuts right now. I think Thomas, or FFR, my bad, is going to get this kill, though.
Yep, there we go. Finally off. Just a little over 6 minutes for that first stage, but c'est la vie.
Yeah,
That's French.
you know a guy so much, call him by his real name every once in a while, which that's what we typically do with a lot of people in the community. Grew up pretty close. I love the puzzle community and whole. Known several of these guys since I first started speedrunning, and wouldn't
How
change
long
anything about
has
it.
like this community existed for Puzzle League? Quite a while. Definitely a couple years.
Yeah, not too bad. Maybe not as long as the, the really prolific games out there like the Marios and Zeldas, but we've had a pretty strong showing since 2013. That was like a little bit big of boom for speedrunning that year. SRL was growing pretty big, and we had a core group of runners, and ever since then it's been like growing and growing. Our Discord's focused on multiple puzzle games, but there are still tons and tons of Puzzle League players, and I believe we're around like 300 to 400 community members now, so that's pretty cool.
Over
to have.
400, yep.
Over 400, wow. All right, this is what we want to see from FFR. 6 stages can look a little bit intimidating on the screen right now, but FFR looks like he's got himself a little bit of momentum. And if there's anything we've seen from Flag in the tournament, he cannot finish very well. Like, he can't get sub 30. So if that trend continues, I mean, FFR can just get quick kills from here on out, and that's an easy sub 30.
Happy little world records.
But
Kind of want a Bob Ross emote now.
Yeah, as mentioning that, shout out to any people who've been sticking with this game for so long, or just, playing this game since childhood, because it's really nice to see people, join our community and be like, we didn't know this existed. This was one of my favorite games back in the day. So we're grateful to have everyone, and shout outs if you're pretty involved today with it.
33 seconds. FFR is now, he's gotten out of the gate. He's going. He's rolling downhill.
Oh boy, here it comes, dude. This is what I like to see. This makes it even better when you're just down by this much and you're just able to come back. And FFR finding that groove wasn't quite a quick kill for last stage, but nevertheless, he did get the kill that he wanted. And he's got a pretty good setup here. He's got to drop his chain, though, and he does. He gets the garbage blocks to drop, too, and there's another quick kill. Uh-oh.
Oh, man. What was that really large lead that everybody was talking about? Because I don't think FFR knows what that is anymore.
Well, I think it's still a little bit present right now, but...
Well, it's 3 stages, but I mean, relatively speaking.
Yeah, compared to what it was, and I'm sure that 3-stage lead's going to diminish a little bit here, too, because Flag continuing with this match and Blaine finding clears. And FFR just getting these juicy setups, if I might say.
Oh, what do we got?
Yeah, Erica doesn't have anything immediately. She's going to have those yellows there at the bottom, but this isn't the worst. Yeah, she's going to have the purples clear, and if I see, maybe the blues, but other than that, probably nothing at the bottom here.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the blues did manage to clear.
Flag finally does move on.
Patience does pay off for him as he's going to gain a little bit of that lead back. But FFR, only one setback. Don't worry about it. Get Eric on this next try and get that momentum that you had for those first 4 stages again.
For FFR, it's pretty good at this point, though, because Tracy has been the consistent kind of like hump that the runners have to get over, especially at least in this match. Both of them have issues getting past Tracy, so...
Dude, FFR with a little bit of the swag there. He did a mid-air swap, which is a frame-perfect trick, so... It's always nice to see little things like that coming along in the runs, and it looks like it might pay off for him as one switch away, and he's going to get the kill there. That's one thing I can always tell you, even though it's not smart at all, but do some swag in the game, and it'll reward you. AKA mystery chain.
If FFR's doing some swag, I think he's back in his groove again. And Flag is resetting there.
Okay, FFR extending out this chain, Koga didn't do the best here, but FFR doing a really good job of extending that. You can see it by his sick cursor speed to pull off that 14. So that's a really unlucky situation there. Immediate restart. Don't blame him. He tried as long as he could, and I wouldn't be able to let my chain go out that long with what kind of setups were on his screen. But just didn't pay off, unfortunately.
At least he went out in style.
I always love watching FFR play, man. Everyone has their different style, and you get that with just about any game. But if you've played Puzzle League, Tetris Attack for so long, you can just physically see from one person's gameplay who it is. Like, I mean, I might get it wrong if you just showed me a blind like playthrough of someone in the community, and I'd be like, all right, guess who this is. But I can almost guarantee with like FFR Pro, Flag, cards, I can just tell by the way they play. Looks like Flag's might gonna, yeah, he's definitely getting past Tracy here.
Yep.
Absolutely no clears left on the screen, so you know, FFR stormed back just for a little bit there, but it looks like Flag's got some of his momentum back himself. Still quite a few stages left to go, so we'll see what FFR can do here in the middle stages. Yeah, as some people have been mentioning in chat, this game has come a long way. Before, the double 4 combo strat was reliable, and a lot of people were just adjusting to their AI's playing fields. It was a lot of just, you know, playing and sending a lot of garbage and hoping to get the kill. And so a lot of times we're in the 40-minute averages. That was not uncommon. The world record for the longest time used to be a 28-minute time, 11 minutes slower than it is now. But there's been a lot of optimization. We still have some time to go, and hopefully we see that time go down a little bit more. Maybe during this tournament. We have not had a world record during this tournament, and we've done 3 different difficulties throughout the stages: hard, very hard, and super hard. So maybe we'll see it from one of these last rounds in the tournament. Flag back on a roll again. Giovanni just going in, and I don't see a scenario where this isn't a quick kill. And yeah, he's gonna get it.
Just not smart enough to see the clear of the hearts there.
Oh man, and I know we said it didn't look rough for FFR when the game just began, but it's starting to look a little bit rough right now, as this is basically double the amount of stages completed on Flag's side. He's only got 5 left to play, and FFR's got to make a play soon, or else this could be over.
Yeah, the closer that Flag gets to the final stage, the harder it is for FFR to catch up. Unless Mewtwo decides to have his own way, but that's just luck of the draw.
Yeah, and almost another quick kill on Flag's side, but fortunate for FFR, there was a horizontal clear at the bottom, so that'll make Flag at least go on a little bit longer here on Richie, but it looks like the kill's gonna happen anyway. Oh, I was gonna say he wasn't topped off just for a second, but that 4 combo came in right at the end. Oh man, FFR. Hopefully you can get past
that garbage.
Yeah, for real. FFR, I hope you can get past the stage soon, or it's not looking too good for you. I should mention, like, Flag will finally break his sub-30 curse in the tournament as long as the rest of his run goes all right. And even the possibility of sub-20. This is very, very possible. Probably one of the best paces we've seen of the tournament. And the quick kill might happen here. He didn't send 2 4 combos, though, so this could be rough. Yeah.
There it is. Flag has to be careful right now to make sure that he keeps having clears for the garbage. Because he's pretty pinned down at the moment.
He's got a lot of time to work with, though, and even if he's if he's just focusing on his playing field only, he's got to know at this pace that he's probably in the lead, because it's very unlikely that you're losing in a race at this. But as you just mentioned, playing with a little bit of a high stack there is going to get a loss.
That's definitely good for FFR right there.
I believe that's the first loss of this match too.
Yeah, because anything previous, there was a reset to not have it happen.
And there's a secret rule that we're using for this tournament. If you do lose on one of the stages, you gotta go back to the very first stage and start your run over.
Yep.
Not really, but what a rule that would be. Probably no one would join if that was the case, because you know, it's like easy not to lose, but at the same time, just with all the multitasking you have to do in the speedrun, it's easy to lose. Alright, there we go on FFR's side. That's what we want to see. That's a start. He's still got a mountain to climb right now, but that should help.
He's done it before, so...
Can't win 'em all. Can't win 'em all. Can't win 'em all.
Oh yeah, I noticed we got a dugong on a flag side there. Maybe we can just see Lorelei troll for a while, so we can hear a glimpse of that cloister again too. But just as I say that, man, commentator's curse for FFR Pro, but commentator's blessing for Flag, and he's gonna be moving into the final 3 stages. This is looking all but hopeless for FFR, but he does get the quick kill there, so there is just the slightest bit of hope. But man, Aries, I'll be honest with you, I really don't see it right now.
No, it's looking pretty grim. It looks like that might be it for the last non-American player in the tournament. Because basically almost everybody in the tournament is actually American, beyond Yume, who is Swedish, and FFR, who's
you
Canadian.
Mean,
so
German, right?
yeah, yeah.
Silly
Yume
inside
is
joke.
German. Deutsch.
He does speak German though.
Yeah.
This is not looking good for FFR. Though, a glimmer of hope, one more line. That's going to extend the stage for Flag, and FFR looking to make a comeback right now, as Flag is more than likely going to reset the stage, because that is a lot of garbage block to clear.
Any help that FFR can get at this point, he probably greatly appreciates.
You know, I say it doesn't look good, but I have faith a little bit in the back of my mind right now. I can see it.
It would be an amazing comeback to happen, and I want it to happen.
FFR has done some pretty nice things in his tournament careers, including keeping composure last year during the Tetris Attack tournament after a bracket reset and managing to pull off the win. So, I mean, if he pulls off this comeback, this is probably the greatest comeback I've ever seen in a tournament. So, we'll see if he can do it. He needs a little bit more lines on Blaine's side, so he's going to get this first clear now. But
got it. 23 seconds.
To put this in perspective, he's halfway through the game right now. He's still got a long way to go, and Flag's just got these last 2 stages. And Gary's looking like he's going to do some chains. I don't know. He kind of stopped it right now, and he's not going to continue too much, I don't think. So let's see. Oh no, he's doing some drops. Okay, he found those yellows. Immediate reset from Flag. I can't predict when Flag resets sometimes, because sometimes I think he's going to, sometimes he's not. This could be good for
literally how he feels.
This could be good for FFR's side. The opponent's low on stop time, so unless they find a clear quickly, oh, that probably was like just a few split seconds more, or else the opponent would have died.
So there's a lot of panels on FFR's side, so there's a reset.
So Aries, how long do you think this Mewtwo's got to be on flag to give FFR a chance to come back?
I'm gonna go with a nice round, at least minimum 5 minutes.
I'm gonna go way higher than that based on this lead. I think we're gonna need to see like a 12-minute plus troll from Mewtwo.
I'm going into full hype mode. 5 minutes is all FFR is gonna need to just like blast through all the stages.
That'd be pretty crazy, but it'd probably mean that Gary needs to troll for quite a bit longer, which he's doing a good job of it right now. Flag's been doing pretty appropriate setups, getting a little bit unlucky. Though, I think he's going to have it. No, I think he's going to drop the purples and maybe get the clear here. Yeah, he got it just in time.
Midair.
And he's going to have the blues fall too, so super fortunate for FFR. This stage is going to be lasting just a little bit longer, but it could end pretty soon here. He is dealing with a low block playfield. But if you see him clear 3 blocks as the garbage drops instead of like a 6 combo, that is worse for Flag, and it's gonna make the match last just a little bit longer. But those 6 combos erases everything that gets sent to him. But it could still be a decent setup for Flag. Let's see how he transitions to this next part. But Gary just continuing to find chains still, and I was gonna say
There's the reset.
Okay. Oh, so close on FFR's side to get the kill.
Yep. I mean, there's still just a small amount of panels, but no, there's the 4 clear reset. But this is the chance that FFR needs.
Oh, not with this setup, though. Gary playing with a dangerously low stack on the right side. Flag should drop this soon, which he will. And this is more than likely going to be a kill. Oh, the yellows are there, though. Oh, he clears it on the wrong
Didn't
side.
see it.
Yeah, that's going to do it. He sent just that good follow-up afterward to cover the 2 rows up top. And Flag he's in the driver's seat. I needed like a further analogy for that. He's on the final lap. He lapped everyone in the race. The only way he's going to lose if he starts driving backwards, I guess, which would mean a Mewtwo loss. So,
Nah, you can still spin out, crash out. But FFR did get past Tracy. He is onto Rocket.
oh, that was almost a quick kill setup, but the greens fall at the last second. And Flag, did he send enough? No,
Nope.
Mewtwo raises the stack, and well,
Got
we're gonna
one more line.
We're gonna need to see a really, really long Mewtwo right now. It's possible. Cards had I believe a 10 or 11-minute Mewtwo in one of his races. So
It was a very long Mewtwo.
I'm going to
if
win.
anything, though, Flag looking to make this upset. A little bit of history actually that we should have mentioned beforehand. FFR and Flag have met, I think, a couple times in like in-person versus tournaments, and FFR, I want to say it's a 2-0 record over Flag. So Flag looking to get a win in this column for him,
I'm going to win.
and knocking out the reigning champion of the Tetris Attack tournament. And this is looking like it's gonna be it. Flag
That's
gets
it.
that force kill. He's gonna get the second race here. He's moving on, staying alive to still win this tournament. So, good game to Flag. He finally gets that sub 30. I can't pick on him anymore, and he takes out a tough opponent of FFRPro, man. Wow. What a race. What a race.
That was just crazy. And it looks like FFR sees that in chat, and he's just letting it go. With a win on Rocket, so, you know.
So yeah, like those were pretty quick races, especially for that last one, 24 minutes. Unfortunate for FFR, he had a pretty good run, just ran into some beasts at the end and it happened. So hopefully we'll see him pretty soon in the future, because I know he's definitely gonna want to run that back. But yeah, FFR making it really entertaining though with that second race clutch victory. We're gonna try to have the runners pop in for an interview. We'll see. Gotta add them in because we're doing a private call right now. So, what'd you think of that race overall, Aries? What are your thoughts on it?
I think it was this match, and specifically Flag was just pulling a flag. One of the latest memes in our community is calm down person. Calm down Flag is fairly, especially when he was just crazy at the start. His first couple matches were just insane in the earlier brackets. So it's good for him. Definitely showing that he is not forced to be ignored here.
Morning.
Yeah, and looks like we do have both of them in here. Flag with this classic morning. We got FFR in here. Good race, guys. It was super entertaining for the people. Everyone enjoyed it. Flag just playing pretty good. You finally got your sub 30, man. How do you feel about that race?
I had sub 30 for a while. What?
I'm talking in the tournament. Remember? You said sub 30 is free, and this is...
Yeah, it's free. Just ignore every attainment. Just
It was out of stock during the tournament. He would go to the sub 30 store and it was just always out of stock.
Exactly. I was on PV pace up until Lorelei, believe it or not.
Yeah,
Whoa.
you had a really super quick beginning, but as we know with Puzzle League, sometimes the runs just end for you and nothing you can really do about it. But yeah. I don't know if you saw a little bit of the second race or if you were following or not, but you guys were pretty close for almost that entire time, and FFR just managed to snipe that at the end. It was such a good race.
Yeah. There's a few quick kills I screwed up and just missed, I think. I think I missed one on Gary too, but got it right after or something. I don't know. I'm out of it right now, I'll be honest.
Yeah. I know you're a person who wakes up pretty early for work and stuff, so we'll probably keep that those two questions for you. But overall, I guess we meet next. How are you feeling about that match?
I'm gonna trick you in style on Gary 1 so that you get stuck endlessly chaining while I go on to win. That's my strat right now.
Fair enough. Don't tune in next week, guys. Flag already wins because he's got the mind games. Nah, but that should be a good match. I'm looking forward to it, man. And FFR Pro, or aka Thomas, you did good, man. Came up a little bit short. Did you feel like you were maybe playing a little bit worse than you did, or a little bit unlucky? How did you feel overall about your performance?
Honestly, it wasn't great, but there were definitely times where I got really, really unlucky with just the AI just getting everything lined up. There were definitely some quick kills I definitely missed. Some of them I saved, which was nice, but just so many drop chains again. So many mistimed drops. I mean, my performance could have been better, but oh well. At least I took it to 3 games. So.
And the people really enjoyed it for that. You did play pretty well. You know, a couple mishaps then and there. And I remember you mentioning in Discord earlier that you had a little bit of a cold or just sick, and it looks like it's just by the sounds of your voice, it transitioned a little bit there. So, did that affect your play a little bit too? Because it definitely can affect me.
I don't think it affects my play that much. I mean, if the match was yesterday, I would have had no chance, because yesterday, if you saw me yesterday, I was a mess. But thankfully, with all the Buckleys I took yesterday and today, it helped me feel better. And, you know, at least I felt better enough that, yeah, okay, I can play, at least, you know, somewhat competently.
Yeah, and you did play pretty well. You had some hot streaks we commented on all the time. I believe it was transitioning from the first race to the second. You had like 7 or 8 quick kills in a row. It was just really insane. So I want to thank you guys both for some really entertaining races, and we'll get to see Flag later on in FFR. At least you got the Tetris Attack crown from last year, but I guess we'll be passing that on to someone new this year, and I guess that's a good enough time to take a look at this bracket right now, as we only have 2 more matches left in bracket. It's going to be myself and Flag playing in losers finals, which will happen sometime next weekend, I would imagine, on one of the speed gaming channels. And then the winner of that match is going to be taking on Cards of the Heart, the legend himself. So you guys won't want to miss those. They'll be on the speed gaming schedule if you guys stick around. If you guys also want to check out our community, if you're interested in puzzle games at all, we have a cool little Discord that you can join, and we play tons and tons of puzzle games, and we'll show a link for that in just a second. But I will show off the S-Hard race times, a little bit of stats that I still need to update. FFR is probably going to be somewhere in that range by Flag and Cards, but everyone seems to be getting around that 30-minute range, and not all the times are too accurate due to forfeits. Like myself, I know I'm at the top, but I had a forfeit round that was probably going into the 40 minutes. So I'd say for all the people left, low 30-minute averages are the times where everyone's at, so you won't want to miss it. Everyone's super close in skill. So I guess any final thoughts from the racers or Aries? I'll start with you, Flag.
Shoutouts to Yu-Gi-Oh! For keeping me entertained during this race.
Alright, anything from you, FFR?
Well, I'm gonna be passing the torch on to somebody. Be, Flag, Borky, or Kurtz. Gotta pass it to somebody.
Very, very true. Aries, anything from you?
I'm just going to be eating Canadian Smarties in honor of the fact that Team Solo Canada got this far in the tournament.
That's the way to be, and definitely proud of all the different nationalities represented in the tournament. And if there's any indication of the excitement of just today's match, I'm super stoked for the rest. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I believe on this channel, coming up next is Pokemon Crystal Randomizer, so that's always a treat to watch. And I could almost guarantee if you go to any other speed gaming channel, a link to the past randomizers going on. So if you're in the mood for some random action just like our game, go watch those channels. But I'm Forky, and as for Aries, FFRPro, and flagalstan, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good night.
See ya.
Yeah, have a good night, guys.